The promise Alex Berman makes in his book, The Cold Email Manifesto, is that if you follow what he tells you to do in the book, you will never have to worry about money again. That is the power of cold email, but only if you do it correctly. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it correctly so you don't need to read the entire book yourself. The book is an easy read and is only about 200 pages, but the most important chapter is chapter 3, Making Cold Email Work. First of all, he stresses the point that you must have a high-ticket offer. In other words, you have to be selling something that is a product or service that starts at a minimum of $2,000. Secondly, you have to be targeting the right companies. He strongly encourages you to target what he calls golden geese companies, which are companies that generate between $5 million and $150 million in annual revenue. The reason why this is important is because these companies aren't so small where they will pinch pennies and it will be hard to sell to them. And they're not so big that it'll take you 6 months or more to get them to approve buying anything. You see, really big companies that generate over $150 million in annual revenue are insanely bureaucratic, and it can take them too long to get them to approve spending any money on anything. Therefore, these golden geese companies are perfect because they have the money to spend and they're not bogged down in bureaucratic processes that takes them forever to make a decision. So now that you are clear on what you need to do from the beginning, have a high-ticket offer of at least $2,000 and target golden geese companies, we can now jump into the process, which is fairly straightforward. The cold email process, as Alex describes it, is a fairly straightforward 5-part process. First, you have to warm up your email inbox so you don't get marked as spam. You can't just open a new domain and start firing off emails. You will be marked as spam and your domain will be ruined. Fortunately, there are plenty of email warm-up tools. I have personally used Lemlist and can recommend it. Second is to get a domain that is similar to but different from your main company domain. The reason why this is important is because you're going to be new at this, and if you make a mistake and get marked as spam, you don't want to ruin your main company domain. For example, if your main company domain is myname.com, the email domain you will email from will be myname.co or myname.net. Then all you have to do is set up a redirect, so if anybody tries to visit one of those other domains, they will simply be redirected back to your main company website. It's really easy to do. Alex recommends using Google Domains, and I agree with that. The third part of the process is building your list of targets. In the book, the example he gives is where somebody is selling Twitter management. In this situation, you would look to build a list of chief marketing officers that work at golden geese companies that have between $5 million and $150 million in annual revenue. Then you might try to narrow down that list by targeting companies that have far less than 100,000 Twitter followers, because those are the ones that need help. Then, the best thing to do is go on a freelancing site like Upwork and simply post a job description for a freelancer who is good at putting together a lead generation list. There are plenty of people out there that can do this in developing countries for a relatively low fee. Of course, once your freelancers put together a list for you, you want to run those leads through an email verification tool to make sure the email addresses are good. There are many email verification tools out there that you can find by doing a simple Google search. So at this point in the game, you have an email inbox that is properly warmed up by using a tool like Lemlist. You have a domain through Google Domains, and you have a large list of prospects. The next part of the process is step number 4, which is running the actual outbound email campaign. When putting together the actual emails you will be sending, Alex recommends a very specific format that is easy to follow. First, you will have a subject line, and the subject line he recommends is simply "quick question." This subject line has consistently tested the best for him. Then, the body of the email will have 3 parts. The first part is a personalized opening sentence. The second part is a case study, and the third and final part is a call to action. It would look something like this in this sample email. Subject, quick question. Hey Mark, big fan of Audio Ninja. I use your equipment all the time for my YouTube channel. I specialize in growing Twitter accounts for consumer brands similar to yours. Recently, I have grown 3 customer accounts from around 15,000 to over 100,000 followers in just about 10 days and would love to do the same for you. Do you want more engaged followers for your Twitter account? Let me know and I can send over a few times to chat. Thanks, Tom. Now, what's important to note here about that email script is that everything except the first sentence is simply copy and pasted. So you will have to do a little bit of homework in order to have a good customized first sentence for each one of your emails. If you want to get the best results, you simply have to have the customized first sentence. In the book, Alex then goes over 4 follow-up emails that you can automate if you do not get a response. But I'm not going to go over those follow-up emails here. It's easy enough to search Google for a follow-up email sequence. Just keep it simple. The hard work is done in that first email and the customized first sentence. The 5th and final step of the process is simply arranging a meeting so you can have a Zoom call with the prospect. The whole point of the email is to get your prospect on the phone so you can sell the service. Alex recommends giving the prospect 3 times that you're available to chat. And that's basically it. Once you get the prospect on the phone, it's up to you to ask the right questions and find out where their pain points are so you can effectively make the sale. Overall, it's a really good book, but it basically boils down to a couple simple points. First, if you stick with it, cold email can be insanely powerful. If you master it, you don't have to worry about money again because you will always be able to get new prospects on the phone to sell to. The other thing is this, and I can't stress this enough, is the importance of that personalized first line in the email. This is where you're going to be spending most of your time. And when you build your first list of 100 prospects, you want to do these personalized first lines on your own. After that, however, it's probably a good idea to start delegating that to a freelancer. And on a personal note, I can tell you that I have put the lessons in this book into practice in one of my businesses, and it does work. For every 100 emails I sent out, that would usually generate between 6 and 9 sales calls. Again, this is a lot like the other things I talk about on this channel. The system is literally right there for you to copy, so it's just up to you and how bad do you really want to make money.